Hey guys, what's going on? So in this update, we have a uh, a really cool. We actually have a couple cool things going on. The big thing though is the spectrum analyzer. Now, if you guys remember, when we created the engine player, which some people use, one of the great things is that we had a spectrum analyzer. We are the first beat store to actually have a spectrum analyzer, and it was one of the big selling points. And at the time when we created the engine, we just did it because it looked good. But as we learned, we noted they told us that when customers were listening to beats, they were actually looking at the analyzer too, and it was almost hypnotic. And they would actually listen to the beat longer than they would if there wasn't a spectrum analyzer, which I thought was pretty interesting. So we put that to the test. We got 25, 30 people. We invited them over. We invited them over to the studio, um, or we call it the lab where we design stuff. And we put them in front of the player and watched for their habits. And they not only did we see it, but they also told us that they were actually they listened to the music more because they were watching the spectrum analyzer. So it was kind of a cool little mind control thing. And I never really thought that a spectrum analyzer would be a kind of a weird marketing trick. Um, but when we added the spectrum for the M7, we did it for really two reasons. The first was because, I mean, I'm always a fan of the spectrum analyzer, and then the second reason is because it's true, it does retain customers a lot more, keeps them engaged. So let's take a look at the M7, which with the spectrum analyzer. Now, everyone has, this is completely updated on your profile, so you don't have to go in and update. It's already done for you. So let's go ahead and play something. Okay, so a little backstory to the Spectrum. We found the code online. We contacted the author, and at the time, the Spectrum was almost the way we wanted it, but we wanted it to be extremely precise with the beat, and we wanted zero lag, and we got it there. When you play something, it it is to the T. So there's absolutely zero lag. It looks awesome. Now, some of you are probably thinking, well, I don't want this color scheme. Well, the good news, let me turn it down. The good news is that these are completely customizable. There's 3 colors in this. There's actually 4 colors in this. Actually, there's going to be 5. See these little dots right up here that are just kind of falling down? We don't have that customizable yet, but we're going to. Give us another 24 hours to have that done. But besides that, there's 3 colors. There's the top where you see some of the red, and then you have a mid color, and then a base color. And then you have this reflection color that is customizable too. So let me just show you how to get there and how you change the colors. We'll do a simple test right now. Okay, what you want to do is go to Stylize Player and go to M7 Advanced. And then here you'll find 3 colors. You'll see by the next, I don't know, within 24 hours, you'll see another box here for the dots that I was just telling you about a second ago. But you can change the spectrum right here. So you have a top gradient, a mid gradient, and then also the bottom one. And then here's the reflection. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just change this to, let's just go green. And I'll do I don't know, we'll do something like that. So, and then what we're going to do is update all settings. We're going to go to the player, and what you want to do is you want to clear your cache, and then you want to refresh it. Make sure you clear the cache and refresh, and then play a song. That green color that I was showing you. So this is perfect for people that have branding that have a specific color that's the main color. You can change that to whatever you want. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about some of the other things that we did. We went ahead and made this top part fixed now. It doesn't just scroll up. The reason why we did that was two reasons. Number one, so that the spectrum was always visible. But I think more importantly, we wanted the search bar to always be visible, because before the search bar would disappear when you scrolled up, and then if somebody wanted to search for something, they would have to scroll all the way back up and type in what they wanted, and then it would disappear again. So we decided to keep it fixed for that reason. We also decided to go ahead and switch up the art to the track art. The reason why we didn't have it that way before is because we wanted your brand to always be showing. So we kind of married both. So we did kind of a little compromise. So anytime a track is playing, or actually when a customer goes into your player, they'll always see your brand first. And then when they play a beat, they'll see the artwork for the beat right there. And then when they pause it, your brand will show up all over again. We did this on purpose because we wanted your brand to really stick out, and it's kind of a psychological thing where we wanted your brand to just always pop up whenever possible, but then show the album art whenever they played a track. We also revamped the search bar. We made it a little bit thinner, and I forgot to tell you, we had about 25 people come in. It was kind of a study group where they tested our player and they told us what they liked about it, what they didn't like about it. And we realized that they didn't really use the search bar. And the reason why they didn't use the search bar is because they didn't really know what to search for. All that they saw was the word search, but they really had no idea what they could search for. So we decided, okay, well, we're going to go ahead and put a little hints of what they can search for. So name, genre, mood, BPM, and instrument. Once we did that, they started to use the search bar way more often. Without us even telling them. We showed it to a couple of people that had no idea, and once they saw, oh, okay, they were searching through different moods and instruments and BPM. Say they wanted something with 120, it would just show up there. So this makes the search bar much more usable. Another thing we did was we made we got rid of something that was annoying, which was, for example, if someone came in and they chose hip hop as a genre and they closed out, then they would go in and check out what they selected as a filter. But then they would have to go back into the menu, scroll down, and then hit reset search. Now, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but from a user-friendly perspective, it is a big deal. So we decided to, as soon as they add a, they do a search option of any of these, a reset button will appear automatically. At this point, all you need to do is hit reset, and your whole catalog will appear again. So let's go ahead and test that. Say, for example, they go to mood and they choose happy. Then they just hit reset and your whole catalog is there all over again. We also did some really minor speed enhancements all around, just stuff under the hood. But again, the big thing is the spectrum analyzer. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and we're gonna keep. We have another list of things that we're gonna do. M7. We're going to. We're gonna simplify things a little more. Clean up the UI just a little bit, and then also in conjunction with that, we're going to update the manage beats area, organize that a little better, or a lot better, and then we're going to work on the view website to make sure that that's running optimally, and then also add more features to that as well. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much. I know this video is a bit long, but we're back in it. We took a little break because a little backstory. We moved to a different building just recently. We hired a couple more people, so a lot of the developers were actually helping move. So we didn't update the did before, but we're completely settled now, and we're back to the flow of updating. So again, I hope you like this update. We love it. I know that you guys are going to love this when you see it. You guys will probably flip out if you guys see this without watching the video. So, alright guys, thank you so much. Bye.